Hello, my group. I want to tell you about Chanukah. There is a few details to tell you. You know that our temple destroyed twice, okay? And the first temple built by Solomon, King Solomon, son of David. And the second one built by Koresh, king of Persia. And he sent and gave a permission. Koresh gave a permission to Ezra with Nehemiah. They were the biggest rabbis of Israel in this period of time. He let all nations to go back to their land. So, after more than 200 years, 230 years after Ezra and Nehemiah built the second temple, and the Greeks came from their land in all nations against Israel. And why? First, it's God made. It's the first thing that we have to say. And second, the Greek were empire, and they has a big ideals, and they change all the world in their ideals. So they heard that in Israel people believed only on God, and they making their mitzvot, their orders, only of God. They don't believe in known science, no the beauty or heroes or of the athletic. They don't believe in that. So they came in Israel, and they try to change their mind. So it was a big insist. All the nation was against those ideals. So it was a big war until Matityahu, the big priest, yeah, and his sons, they were minority, and only a few, with a lot of kinds of people that belong to them, and made a war against all the big nation, against the Greek. So this is the history, and we have to know that the Greek came inside the temple and touched in all the oils that lights the menorah, the lamp, the big lamp. It was in pure gold, with it's big piece of gold, and created Nobody knows how to do that today. And maybe it was a miracle, maybe. So, and our wisers in this generation made a regulations to make 8 days, and to light candles in this menorah. This Chanukah, menorah, Chanukah is the same. So, we have to know the rules how to light the menorah. So you saw in the video that I sent to you before, but I have to tell you, there is a few places that you can light the menorah. Like this, on the street, near the street, when people, passing here, we published the miracle. Or if you are in a high place, in a high apartment, you can, next the door, near the door, in the right, when you come in to the flat, to the apartment, in the right place of the door, there is mezuzah. In this left, we will do the menorah. Okay? When we enter, we have in the right the mezuzah, in the left the menorah. It's good idea of wisdom, our wisdom. So, more rule is that all kinds of the oils are kosher to light it. Okay? This is olive oil, but it could be soya and any kinds, but the important thing is that the light will see good. Okay? Another rule, that if this glass of the candle, of the oil, became black, you need to clean it. Okay? Not to leave it in the dark dirt. Okay? It's very important for the unveil the beauty of the mitzvah, the beauty of the order. Okay, it's very important. And the time of the light is when the sun set, 10 minutes or 50 minutes, and you can light the candles. Okay? And of course, the olive oil is the best, but every kind of oil, and a simple candles, it's okay. But we have to know that this candle will light at least half an hour, as I wrote. So there is another rule to light menorah, to put menorah in the synagogue, to famous the miracle, okay, for those people who came in to the synagogue with blessing. And when we come to here to home, another blessing again. And another about the blessing, we have to know that in the first day, tonight, tonight. In the first day, we are blessing three blessing. In the next day, only 2 blessing. Why? In the first day, we blessing Baruch Ata Hashem Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Kideshanu B'mitzvotav V'tzivanu La'adlik Ner Shel Chanukah. And the second, Baruch Ata Hashem Eloheinu Melech HaOlam She'asa Nisim La'avotenu Bayamim Hahem Bazman Hazeh. And the third blessing is Baruch Ata Hashem Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Shehecheyanu V'kiyimanu V'higianu Lazeman Hazeh. We say Shehecheyanu only once, only one time. If you forgot to say that tonight, you can say that the another day, another night, when you light again. Okay? But only once to say Shehecheyanu. And all the blessing is writing in your Siddur. Okay? And you can see it in the internet. Please, you can copy and keep it for another time. Another thing, in Friday, we can't wait for the night because it's Shabbat. On Friday, we need to light before we are lighting the Shabbat candles. We have to light the Chanukah candles. But now it's problem. We need more than hour, about 1 hour, to put oil more than, okay, and we need a long candles because we need that it will be lighting half an hour after the night. Okay, you have to know the rule. When is the time of night and you have no watch, you don't know the time, you have no calendar, so you see in the sky. When you see 3 stars in the sky and close to each other, that's the night. But if you see 1 star there, 1 star there, it's not night. Only 3 together. That's it. So we say in the praying tomorrow morning, Hallel. Hallel is chapter 130 in the Psalm, Tehillim of King David. We say Hallel. And we are reading in the Torah. Yes, in the Torah we are praying all the Nesiim, the presidents, all the presidents that sacrificed in the beginning of the Mishkan, before the temple. It's called Mishkan, and they can carry it in their moving in the desert of Sinai. So we know that half an hour after we light the candles, we are not doing work anything. We are just say praying and learned. This is and one thing, all your request to God, you can do it in this half an hour, to pray a lot, to ask everything you want. Okay? And other rule, you need to know that the highest, this is 70 centimeter, and this is more 40, about 40. Then if you are putting the menorah, the Chanukah, on the door, you need minimum 24 centimeter until 80 centimeter. That's it, maximum. But here it's 1 meter and 30 centimeter, but only because the window is in this highest, it's okay, because it's much publishing. But before years, it was a danger time that the un-Jewish hate that, and they make problems to the Jewish people. And then the wisers regulate to put it in the table, and no problem. So we change it because now we have freedom. But if you cannot put it in the table, on the window or in the door, you can put it on the table. It's okay, because the wisers said it, because the wisers made it this change before. So now we can put it on the table. And more one thing, it's not holiday. Hanukkah is not holiday like Passover, like Shavuot, like Sukkot. No, it's not the same, because the wisers regulate it, not from the Torah. Okay? So we are not say Chag Sameach. No, we say Chanukah Sameach. Okay? It's a blessing days. It's happy days, but not holy days like Passover. It's not the same, of course. You have to know that. So thank you, my group. Thank you, my friends. And I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much.